This irreconcilable contradiction of unlimited growth using limited resources has precipitated disaster after disaster, while at the same time laying the basis for more catastrophes to occur. Even our oceans and freshwater resources have not been saved from the turmoil of the free market on a planet that is over 70% water. Just over 3 years ago, a cataclysmic earthquake hit Japan, triggering the greatest nuclear disaster in history. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, which was consciously built on a fault line, suffered irreparable damage. The Tokyo Electric Power Company predicted the possibility of such an event in 2008, but they did not feel the need to take prompt action on the estimates. To cover up the extent of the damage, there has been a near absolute media blackout on the whole situation, a factor the Japanese government has played a large role in. What little information has come out illustrates the Tokyo Electric Power Company did as much as possible to mask the fallout that occurred from the public. We know now innumerable tons of radioactive water made its way into the Pacific Ocean. Since the quake in 2011, in order to save their own asses, Tokyo Electric Power acted as if they had the situation under control, impeding what could have become international efforts to research and help the situation. In the process of saving their own profit margins, Tokyo Electric Power also sabotaged many vital industries for Japanese capital, from agriculture to fishing. Now that we are living in the era of peak oil production, offshore drilling has become a vital asset of our economy. This is in spite of the destruction it brings to marine life and the many avoidable disasters it has already brought to our oceans. The Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico was the worst spill of its kind, but it didn't instigate any discussion on the dangers of offshore drilling because of the necessity of any and all oil at this point in time. In the never-ending process of extracting fossil fuels, our freshwater resources are not safe either. Hydraulic fracking is a method of drilling for natural gas that entirely wastes thousands of gallons of water to get to the natural gas. The water is mixed with chemicals that can get into groundwater sites, along with the gases themselves. People who live near fracking sites are sometimes able to illustrate this by lighting their own tap water on fire. All these crimes are just anecdotes of an overall crisis. Capitalists all around the world are scrambling to secure their profits, their very existence, in every conceivable way, to such an extent at this point they can't even help but start strangling themselves. As water is shut off in Detroit, so the capitalist class can loosen their belt in the drive to privatize, people turn against them just in an effort to survive. The belt they will eventually take off when they have gorged themselves too much to possibly grow anymore will be used to hang them. Yeah!